Howdy. Alright, so, let's see. Do you have the rule set? Yeah. Yep. No, it is. So everyone's gonna get dumped into one knockout. If everyone shows up, it will be 15. Oh, my next stream. Bye. Goodbye.
My team die right now. So.
What up, everyone? We are back once again with PlayX World Open, our launch for a new potential season for Mario Kart League. My name is Bon951, and I would be doing this man an injustice if I didn't allow him to introduce himself.
Nah, you already know what the vibes are. My name is Mega J Keezy over here, and again, we are back with some more Mario Kart action. It's been a while. Apparently my name says Bonnie, even though I'm not Bonnie, he's Bonnie, but again, that pick.
Sorry.
But I'm excited because, you know, we're in a new game. It's no longer 8 Deluxe era. We are now in the Mario Kart World era, and this game is absolutely bonkers, Bonnie.
Yeah, it is. It is not your dad's Mario Kart. It's not your grandpappy's Mario Kart. This is a new Mario Kart, first off, with a bunch of new mechanics, with the wall riding, the grinds and whatnot. Drifting does not feel the exact same as 8 Deluxe, as well as no inside drifting either, so I had to make a huge adjustment for myself. But it's definitely a fun time overall. There's some questionable moments that could be said about this game, but hey, I'm excited for a new Mario Kart game at the end of the day. I'm just happy we have a new one after nearly 10 years.
Yeah, it's funny you speak of like the controversy with World so far, but I mean, I personally, from the limited amount of time I have been able to play, because I personally don't own the Switch 2, I go over to your house sometimes. But I've been enjoying the game. Obviously, the update that happened, I understand the whole discourse, but I'm also like, come on.
It's the game.
It's a different discussion.
One of the highlights of it.
It is a game. I think this is a very more skillful game than we had in a while, which
Definitely
speaking
technical.
of, exactly, more technical. But speaking of skillful game, we do have the rules for today's tournament, since that's what everyone is here for.
So let's go ahead and get them out.
Yes, so we are He doesn't have a graphic, but it's okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna explain it.
But I do see him right here, so I'm more than
Yep.
happy to list him out. For lobby number 1, we will have TS Khan. We'll have Dave, who will be our host for that lobby. Then we'll. Oh, we literally asked. For
I
that.
was talking about the rules, Lonnie. You went straight to the.
I want this. We can get rules right afterwards.
Ladies and
We got
gentlemen, we
TS
have a
Khan, we
failure
got
to
Dave.
communicate here today.
We got Gio. We got Lukalele. We got Cole, Graymar, Rapunk, and Mean Green for lobby number 1. And then we got lobby number 2 over here. Lobby number 2 will be consistent of these fine folks with EVM 03, Kingy 2012, Linguini Bruh, Nerd, Grumpy, HB Bowsy. I'm not sure if I say this right. Filu, 007, and Fallen.
Yep. Those are the players we have for today, and how things are going to work with the lobbies. We're going to be doing 2 rounds. The first round, we're going to be doing 24 races. They could pick whatever track they want. That includes the routes, the in-between tracks, intermissions, routes, rallies, whatever you want to call it at this rate. That happens. So, however, repicks are not allowed. So just do keep that in mind. If we already raced on a track before, you cannot pick that same track. And there will be a -10.
But there
penalty.
is something we do need to clarify, though. For example, let's just say we picked Mario Circuit. That track will not be allowed to be repicked. But, because there is a thing in here, transition courses that end at a track that was already chosen before are okay. So technically, you could play the track again if it's through the intermissions. And random selections are random, so you can't.
Right, but let's not just pick an intermission track that's going to a track that we already do. Essentially, that is still a repick in my.
Just had to clarify it at least.
I know you had to clarify it. There will be hard CPUs on in each lobby, so that each lobby will have 24 racers. And then after that, we're going to round 2. It's going to be Knockout Tour. So it's just going to be 2 lobbies, right? Or we're doing.
Everyone's going to be one. That'll be one lobby.
Sorry, my bad. It's going to be 1 lobby for Knockout Tour, and then we're just going to do 1 Knockout Tour and go from there. So that's pretty much the rules for today, and it's going to be exciting to see what's going to happen with today's racers, because, again, like, the game is still relatively fresh, but even then, like, if you see it, like, on Twitter, Instagram, heck, and any other Mario Kart discourse, there's so much tech that you need to learn. It's pretty insane. I love it so much.
It is an easy game to pick up and play for a casual. However, for the more competitive player out there, it definitely has a huge skill gap to where, like, a lot of people in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe can learn a NISC or 2 with enough practice. Here, because there's so many different things that you can do, even to the point where you essentially are breaking the game, going to like that borderline out of bounds boundary, to where you can perform world record stunts that a lot of people cannot perform by just simply watching and practicing. That it might take a lot of skill to master these kind of techniques.
That is true. But even then, like, with this game, because a lot of the tech that you can do, you can also get screwed over by your opponents going for the same tech. For example, you're able to bump off your opponents off of a rail. So there's some strats, biggest prime example, Airship Fortress. Being behind someone in the beginning on the rail section where you hop on it and then hop onto their rail on the other side, you can bump them off because you get the draft and they can't do anything about it. And they then would essentially have to now go the slower route.
They just have to cope.
I honestly, yeah, you do have to cope, and honestly, I think that's where it's just like, it's skillful, but it's still very punishing. Like,
I was going to mention the rewind feature too, as we just saw on the bottom right screen. It looks like he was trying to practice, like maybe that little cut, trying to get onto that wire over there earlier. rewinding is a feature that can allow you to fix or correct certain mistakes. However, that you are still losing spots because everyone else is still going forward while you're technically reverting back to what you did in the last few seconds.
Well,
So
if you actually remember, you can't do rewind online. So they're able to do it in the free run lobby, which that's what we saw. But once they get into a race, rewind feature does not work in online races. So they cannot even do that at all. So they don't have to worry about losing spots. I'm like, if that blue comes, you gotta take that blue. You mess up on that line, you mess up on that line. Like, there's no rewind feature in that online system for you to actually correct yourself. So I'm not saying it's a crutch, but I'm like, it helps out for learning new lines, new strategies. But once you get into that online, you have to be on top of your game.
Absolutely. I mean, the rooms are almost pretty much set in stone. Looks like we have 7 players within lobby number 1. Again, Dave is the host for that lobby. Looks like they're waiting for one more over there. Lobby number 2, I'm not sure where they're at the moment.
They're waiting.
Yeah, you're still waiting. It looks like both lobbies are waiting for one person each, so it is just going to be the vibe. We're going to be starting the tournament very soon. I'm excited. We do have some returning names coming back. We also have some brand new names that are also playing today. Honestly, I'm excited. I want to see definitely more of like the technical tracks. Like, I want to see Whistle Top. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Whistle Top. I want to see Bowser Castle. Honestly, Airship Fortress. That's a favorite of mine.
Both lobbies are going to be starting within a minute because lobby number 1 we were missing Refunk, and then lobby number 2 we're missing EBM 03.
Yep. So almost there. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a very fun tournament. Can't wait for you guys to see the gameplay that is going to be seen. And if you haven't played Mario Kart World, I hope you are able to play it soon. If you have been playing it, tell us, what is your favorite track in the game so far?
Rainbow
Road.
Rainbow Road is a great one. See, I knew it. I knew Dave's obsession was Rainbow Road, as he knows mine, but I have to agree, I love it. Long 4 minutes. A long 4 minutes.
I'm like, I like Rainbow Road, but it's not even in my top 5 in this game.
Hater.
I'm gonna be real. It's definitely, it's not that it's lackluster. It's just 4 minutes. That's where I'm like, hold up.
But the ambiance, the music, the scenery, the greenery.
Do not care. I'm like, that does not make it jump up into a top 5 for me at all. And especially the fact that you can literally pull a shot after using a shot. Right after, I don't know. No, I'm good.
I sent salt in the boom.
That's not even salt. All right, but
we are going to do 24 races. The nice thing about this game is that you can hit the plus button and then choose a course without having to pick the already pre-selected options that they give you. And already Dave's starting off with Rainbow Road.
Of course.
And the second person also chooses that with Sky High Sunday, Shy Guy Bazaar as also options. We're missing 3 more left. He's waving to the crowd. Moo Moo Meadows, and then that's not Crown City, right? No, that's not Crown City.
That is Choco Mountain.
Choco Mountain.
I'm like, bro, you have the game. You should know this more than me. What do you mean? What is this?
The pictures I don't remember. The placement locations where the maps are, I do.
All right, so here we go. So it is going to be the intermission to Choco Mountain from Mario Bros. Circuit. So that is going to be the first race of the day. And here we go. We are going to be starting off with Dave on his POV, rocking the B Dasher. I knew he was excited for it. Look at him trying to get the UMT. Does not get it out, but honestly, in these routes, intermission tracks, you're kind of fine being in the mid pack for like the beginning.
They do allow for a lot of open space, which allows for pretty much making mushrooms or proving that mushrooms are the most overpowered broken item in the game. Because there's so many chances to just catch back up from last place to first with all this open space right there. As you see someone on the off-road with the ghost, you don't slow down this time. An old
Yeah,
classic.
I love the ghost actually being buffed and going back to the DS days. That was definitely something we love to see. Dave did triple shroom up into first. He did see someone right behind him with the red shell, so he just decided to move all the way into first. And honestly, the fact that he has defense and a shroom behind, so if that blue shell does come, he is going to be able to dodge that blue.
Yes, but I don't think we're going to see it, not until we get closer to the end of the sectional, at least in my opinion, or maybe if we enter the actual course itself, which is what we're about to do right here. Dave does fire off the coin. He has 12 right now, dragging that banana. The one thing that a lot of people are, including us, still have to make an adjustment to is not holding the item button to drag, as the game auto drags for you.
That is true. I definitely have been accustomed to that, and honestly, it has definitely thrown me off. But at that rate, it just becomes muscle memory after a short period of time. Not throw, but now we have Dave. And instead of getting bombed, and it looks like another player was bombed out as well. They are going to go into the end of the race right here, and Dave is going to get rained at the line and drops down to 8th place. You hate to see it.
Yeah, while you do hate to see it, you would also hate to see any other player drop it down below all the other bots. And unfortunately, we have a few bots that beat out Dave. And another competitor.
Yeah, it was Pinata and Peach, so they were able to get up into the spots, but also with the point distribution with 24 people, I believe they had the same amount of points. So that's honestly, again, you could get hit out in that situation, but with the point distribution, you're still able to essentially be able to, you know.
Bro, he really want that Rainbow Road.
Yeah, I do.
Going intermission.
I do.
I'm like,
Boo Cinema, got Dandelion Depths.
I'm not the only one, it looks like.
Sky High Sunday, and then we got another Rainbow Road.
Trainbow
And-
Road, let's go.
Alright, it looks like we're gonna be landing on some Dandelion Depths.
Let's go. Is this an intermission or is this the pure course?
It is
Course.
the pure course.
Look at that, there we go.
And I was right. It does look like Peach and Pinata actually has 1 point more than Dave. So Dave actually losing those 2 spots. I mean, actually the 1 spot.
It's not as harmful as you think, just because the point distribution is a lot different depending on the number of players in the lobby.
That is completely true. But let's get into this race right here. Dave is going to be in 5th, going into this first corner. Ukulele is
Look at the
sitting
triple
in that.
greens that popped out ASAP right near each other.
Hey, I mean, it's for the love of the game, right? Like, they spam their item button to get their green shells faster, or it's just the right time, right place. And Dave going to the off-road.
That's the wrong time,
that
wrong
the
place.
Dasher cannot not go in there.
Oh!
And now he's going to get hit by a green shell by the Pinata, it looks like. And Dave is going to be dropped down into 8th place, right behind Ukulele, who is going to be sitting in the 7th place, right behind Khan.
I'm not gonna lie, for a second, I was thinking the video game Ukulele by Playtonic, you know, the people making a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. I literally drew a blank, even though I know I said their name earlier.
I'm like, that is on you, buddy. That is completely on you.
That
and
wall ride, or no, that grind going off.
I was
the
like,
trick.
that was a grind, buddy. Man, learn your terminology.
Nah, I'm playing too much Tony Hawk. Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Okay, that's
waiting for 3 and
crazy. You
4.
play too much Tony Hawk and you don't know what a grind is?
No, because you can't wall ride in
Wow.
the game.
Suppose.
Ironically enough.
Again, you play Tony Hawk, you don't know the distance between a grind and a rail. Sorry, a grind and a wall ride.
Now you're confusing me.
I am not confusing.
What is going on here?
Don't know,
right,
but I
well,
just saw you get a wiggler with the red, and then Ukulele's still in the lead, but 2 greens still around them. Chucked one of them at that boo. Unfortunate.
Yep, this top 6 is really close right now. First is honestly just breaking away little by little, but honestly,
Whoa.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
That's the
bomb
third
from
or
Ukulele
fourth bomb, I swear.
Honestly, that was a good bomb play by Ukulele to get those triple reds off of him. And now there
Got
was
him.
a red show coming
What
up.
a green snipe against Ukulele, but looks like they recovered. They're getting boomeranged to high heavens by Greymar.
Greymar is going to be right there in 6th. And now Dave is getting what we like to call Mario Kart. But it looks like it was only 2 reds. Dave is going to hop into the
3-2-1
start.
track, 3-2-1 track. Come on, track, so Dave can win it, or at least get 3 places.
I don't know. I don't think the shock is coming out. And I was about to say, I think the start was a tad too early. You're not going to be able to take the cut. So Dave is going to have to settle for another 7th place today. I'm curious, who was the player running? They were gone. It was
Mean Green Machine.
Mean Green just had a steady lead on that first. On that first race, on that second race, so they were able to just hold on to that first place that entire time. While Yigo, I hope I said their name right. It might be Yayo or Yigo, one of those two. They were able to get second
Look at
place.
Nerd getting first on the whistle
stop summit, and that was their first race that lobby number 2 did. Nerd getting that first place. Honestly, he probably learned the strats because I do remember he played against our team in this group, and we kind of punished them on that track. So I think he got a little bit better at doing the strats on whistle stop. So
and here we go for lobby number 2. Let's see where they're gonna go. Ooh, Sky High Sunday is the choice of Nerd.
We gotta get it.
Yep.
Now we got Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
And there is a train on here, so that's why I would say it.
Alright, so we're going on to Rainbow Road. We got 4 minutes of this track, guys, so hold your horses. This is going to be a long
There you
one.
go, take a bathroom break, go get some popcorn ready one night. You're more than welcome to. By the time you guys come back, the race is still active.
That is 100% true, my friend. And Dave is going to get the double item box in 8th place now, sitting behind Mean Green. Mean Green was the one who just got first on Dandelion Death. So can they get in their first place, or is Yigo, who was the person in 2nd place, able to just get into first and just run away? This is a really good track to honestly just front run if you do get out into the front early. But then you're playing the, okay, how many blues are going to happen on this track? Is there going to be a shot happening on this track? You know, so it is kind of risky, but it is a risk that most players are willing to take.
All right, Lord Farquaad. Anyway, Dave decides to spam out the hammers. Probably could have hit someone from behind or directly in front of him during the item box, but he went for the doubles. Now, as you saw earlier, they were on the infinite boost. As you see, Dave still technically has it. And now that he's in the water, the infinite boost should be running out. Wait, I don't remember the infinite boost being in this section, and I've played this course multiple times.
It is on every section. That's what it's like. It's just this whole track in general. You have that infinite boost.
Huh. Anyway.
Otherwise, this track would be 6 minutes.
Nah, make it 9. Oh my god, Dave is getting pushed off by the box!
Hey, Dave somehow was able to live from the King Boo, try and push him off. He is going to have 2 greens right behind the King Boo, but it's not looking right up.
Oh, who didn't have to do anything? He just had to do it himself.
Honestly, I guess so. Dave is going to get those double item boxes. into 15th right now. I want to say Mean Green is back into the top 3 situation. Yu might be in first. I haven't seen him at all in the back. So Dave is going to have to throw these coin shells. Has the golden in the start. That's honestly a very solid item loadout, but Pinata does not have it.
Yeah, if he's not getting boomerang one now, he'd actually be in the soft position. But he had used that star a little bit. It looked like he was going to run into a fireball on my end. I don't know if you saw that, but oh, he does got the build. The build works a lot different in this game than it did in 8DX.
It does a little bit, but when people are like, the build is worse, I'm like, it's really not. I'm like, you guys are forgetting we now have more people in it.
What?
The pack is.
Why are you drifting so far off, or like gliding so far off? What are we doing?
Well,
It was a shock
Dave-
dodge. It was fine.
Dave went out of bounds. Shot happened, so it works out in a sense. He is in 9th. Hopefully, could get some power items. Does get triple shrooms and triple red shells to work with. So Dave does have some things up his arsenal, but also at the same time, this is the section where you don't really have enough time to do anything because it is so short. There's not a lot of item boxes, so it's just like you have to sit there and you have to think like, hey, like when do I use this? Because really, I think you only have 3 item boxes throughout this entire section, and they're all spaced out so
And I
far.
think we're coming up to the last set, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, this is going to be the final set right here, and
He's got
you
the
get
Kamek
item. It's not
You
going
can't add
to do much
hazards,
in
you
the
can't
end.
change
Yeah.
the characters, but at this point, it's not really going to be much effective. Dave, unfortunately, is going to have to take those reds. Luckily, he's still able to get off the glider, or else he would have to reset and lose a couple more spots.
That is true, but it will be Khan passing Dave at the last second. Dave is going to drop from 7th to 9th off that last interaction with those triple reds. So Dave,
Ukulele getting first this time around.
oh, let's go Ukulele right there. And Gio has gotten second again. Gio might be the player to look out for in this lobby if we're being completely honest.
And then here we are in the intermission section. Looks like we might be going to Bowser's Castle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we're going to Bowser Castle with this. So as we can see, we've got Nerd right now sitting at 15 with triple shrooms and a golden shroom as well. And again, like as we mentioned, shrooms are so much better than Marker 8 Deluxe. So honestly, a very solid spot, but also at the same time, there's really no cut on Bowser Castle. You have a miss in the beginning, and we'll see if Nerd will do it.
You kind of have a little bit of a cut, because then you can just go to the lava on that right here. But
True,
it's like,
I keep forgetting about the intermission.
It's not a super huge cut, but like it's something, so that way you don't have to stay on the track. They just keep you a straighter line, which makes you faster.
That is true. Nerd right now is going to be in first. Nerd triple greens just got ghosted not too long ago.
Watch out, don't let that Bowser eat you.
Do I go for it, or do I stay safe?
So now
stay
Nerd
safe.
is going to be able to get this item set. Not having to worry, but already going to go for the miss. Let's see.
Oh, he
nice.
missed the jump. I think missed time. I don't know if he had the jump running in time.
He has the feather. Oh,
I
he
missed.
No! He couldn't get it properly, so he is going to drop
understood the
down.
rationale. I thought it was a great play if it was executed correctly, but
It's such an easy cut
unfortunately,
to make
a
like
little
that
bit of
too.
a missed
Alright,
time
listen
on the
up.
feather.
It was honestly what sucks. I think you literally had to still do a charge jump first. And
Oh,
then
no!
use the feather. Oh,
Mistakes
that
were
is super
made.
unfortunate for Nerd. Falling off. If y'all didn't know, the tricks can actually direct your direction of where you're going to go. So you do a right trick, it's going to send you more to the right.
Oh,
Do a
please don't
trick, it's
hit the lava. That would just be another reset and a loss of coins.
Are you kidding?
Oh,
What did he get hit by?
He hit the nana. There was a nana right at the end
That's
of the ramp, but
bad.
it didn't matter. He had enough speed and momentum for him to get 7th. I want to say Fallen got first, from what it looks like. Oh, it was Linguine. Linguine got first, and then Fallen got second. So,
Let's go,
hey.
Linguini. He watches
You
too
know-
much Ratatouille.
The minutes himself, yes.
You know, Linguini came out to play when his alarm didn't go off, and he still woke up on time. Am I late, bro?
Yes.
That's the legend. That is a legend in my book.
The
But
legend in my book is Scott Sterling.
I mean, if Scott Sterling was playing Mario Kart World, he'll probably get hit by 25 blues.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of Blue Cinema fans. With a little bit of Moo Meadows, then you got Peaches Stadium, and then what's the last course that we're going to be picking on lobby number 2? Hurry up and choose. Timer should be heading out
Okay,
right
movies to
now
watch
on the
myself
map
in.
selection as we're waiting for one more player on that. Bro, continue to drive around. He's going random. Continue to drive around. You can. It is the open world, so you can do something. Ooh,
That's
Mario
true.
Circuit.
Gross.
But maybe he doesn't want to drive around. Maybe he wanted to, like, you know what? I'm just
Oh,
here.
it's the intermission one directly from Bowser's Castle.
I've fallen quite a bit behind.
4th race, that's the place that we are at right now as we're waiting for 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, and we're going into the intermission again. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know
Right
why I'm
now,
running this.
Nerd is
We're
going to have those triple
doing a
shrooms.
route into a
And again,
bagger.
when you're in this situation, you do want to, like, on these intermissions,
This is the
routes,
life I've
whatever
chosen.
you want to call it, because it's actually funny because we're on the player that is usually like, they're not called intermissions, they're called this, and it's like, hey, call it whatever you want. We know what you're talking about. Like, I'm just saying. You usually want to hold on to your shrooms, because you can just easily cut off so much of the track when it actually
What a
matters
back
and get to
screen.
the first.
Oh,
But-
that red followed him hard.
That was a beautiful red. That's all I gotta say right there.
Oh,
and the
nasty.
boomerang. Oh,
dodge all this ice, but you can't dodge the boomerang.
And you see why some people opt to not necessarily run when it's the intermission track, because they're just like, yeah, I could wait. I could wait a little bit because I'm about to be
this
spammed
is a
out by
terrible route.
items left and right, or like I'm just gonna be able to get power items and move up at all the way at the end.
Mario Kart World with its new water physics, unfortunately, is not a fan of Flex Steel or Flex Tape products because it doesn't work underwater. Yeah, I'm waiting for your response. I'll wait. You can sit in silence. Blue Shell coming in right now, going up to first place, whoever's in first right now. And as you can see from the blast radius, first is not that far off from where we are at with Nerd.
No, they are not. They are very,
Well, my spot
very
isn't
close right now. Nerd is in ninth, going into the third lap.
No power items.
Sorry, third section of the intermission right now. Sitting in seventh, hits all three of his green shells.
Oh,
but
that
they gets backed by a
greenery,
green. That is actually bonkers
Like
right
someone
there.
Street Fighter with all those fires right now, man.
That this is true, buddy. And
Okay,
now
this work
he is
counts.
going to go right into Mario Circuit, sitting in ninth
Ew.
with only one shroom. And there's only going to be one lap of this, so it is going to be very short. So if he doesn't have anything to move up now, he is going to have to
Bro,
probably
you're gonna have
his
to take
time
these
play.
cuts right now. The item boxes on this track normally are not in the same spots when you're doing these tracks in intermission. Item boxes are in completely different spots.
That is completely true.
Oh!
But the hammer coming in
The
from
hammers are
Yeah, that was
terrible.
in fifth. That was actually a good hammer play by those players, and Nerd will be getting seventh place in lobby number 2. And it looks like it's going to be Bowsy
Shoot.
getting first, and Linguine getting second place.
Green is still first overall, followed by Fallen in second, and Nerd in third, Bowsy in fourth, and then
I don't
so
even know
on and
if there's
so
like a
forth
second room or not.
afterwards. The rest of the players. All right,
Yep.
good couple of races already. That was I think that was race 4 for them, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever that race was.
That
We need to go find
was
the rules.
Well, we'll find out when we
that
get
was
the next track select.
race. Well, so they had a.
We're back at Rainbow Road?
We did the transition from Peach's Castle, which is not a repick.
Well, that was like not even like one course after this, and then we're back here.
Yeah.
All right.
bro.
Back at Rainbow Road.
Let me guess. Was this your pick, Dave? That you picked it twice? Maybe he says. He knows what he's doing. That's why he set the rules as is, so he can keep playing this track.
Well, I could have twice.
Good thing there's only one intermission for Rainbow Road and only one Rainbow Road. So you can only get Rainbow Road twice. That is it. The shock does come out. Dave luckily got shocked right before boxes, but unfortunately doesn't really get the items you need right now in fourth to get into that top 3 situation. Only due to the fact top 3 got shocked on the glider, so they were still able to keep all their momentum. And like again, Dave not necessarily getting like triple reds or even like a golden to catch up.
Oh, and of course he's in the middle for that blue shell. They hit him exactly where he doesn't want to be at. And then Yeo over there in 4th place, followed by 5th place with CPU Boo, King Boo to be specific. And the finest outfit known to man for a ghost.
He gotta look dapper, like, bro, he got that drip on, alright?
Speaking of drip, Dave, did you unlock all the costumes?
Not for every character yet.
Yeah, I unlocked costumes, buddy.
Bruh, I've given people the cheat code how to unlock majority of them within like 2 areas. Majority, not all of them.
Look, the costumes are easy. If they want the costumes, they'll get the costumes what they want. It's the freaking hammock that's so
the hard
long.
part, yes, and it's annoying.
Oh my god, I do not wish that on anyone, and
well, you're gonna have to do it on your own Switch eventually. I'll help you when I can.
Dang, that's crazy. I will not care as long as I mean, technically, Nabbit is the character I play, but even then, I play Yoshi. So I'm like, I don't.
You look like a dolphin made instead if you had the dolphin.
Nah, he never intrigued me. Dave does have that golden in Bill. He's gonna be using that golden right now.
He's in a good spot with that bill for sure.
But this is my thing. Is why I
on that.
Now, it's why I hate this last section so much. Because of the infinite boost, you don't really go far with the bill. It's worse when it's on the section where it's just nothing but boost panels, because the boost panels don't make the bill faster. It makes everyone else faster. So it's just like, I'm really not going anywhere with the bill.
It's a counter to what your intention is what you're pretty much saying.
It really is. It really is. The bill's just like, I'm trying. It's like,
Braemar back in that lead. Yeo still holding on to top 3 spots. Ukulele not that far off with Cole. And then I believe we saw not Braemar. I believe we saw someone else. Mean Green. That's what I was going to say. Take a little bit of a down spike on that race.
Yes, sir. And again, sorry, JPG. But it does look like, at the end of the day right now, like Braemar, Mean Green, Yeo
in a second.
are currently up in the top 2 with Ukulele like right behind in that 3rd place. So
I will say that.
you do got some things to look out for with these guys coming out, because honestly, I think Yeo is being very consistent. Like, I have not seen him stay in the bottom spots for long. I have seen them gone up into the top spots, and once they get into the top spots, they're just there. So they are definitely someone where I'm like, they're gonna like they're gonna
please get
fall
my
out.
check. Yes.
And
Okay.
unfortunately, Luka couldn't get the star, but we're going to
Aha,
Sky
my
High
beloved.
Sunday anyways.
I
So,
forgot
time to
they
cook,
changed
chat.
SNS times because SNS is
The
happening
fish
right
is
now
ready to
too.
win.
yes. I forgot.
Race number
I
6.
forgot about that time. But here we
Been 2
go,
rainbow
Sky
roads
High
already.
Sunday. It is way better than the 8 Deluxe and the Tour version,
We're
so
going that route.
which is all we wanted. And Luka actually bumping off another player from the rail, and that's the thing that I'm talking about with the game. Yes, it may be very technical, but also at the same time, you can punish people
Okay.
taking those more technical strats if you're actually able to do it yourself.
What is with the? What was that graph?
Hey, look, that was. I watch Luka stream sometimes. I'm like, I think that was one of his like
Like one of his redemption of the points.
yeah, that you can like
Good to
redo
cook
and have
now.
on the screen. So honestly, well, speaking of which, we get the actual blue shell coming in, and it's going to take out first. And now it's going to be Yeo and Luka sitting in this top
literally have
2
the
at
same
the
arm.
moment. And Yeo
They're on
right
that rail
now
while they
is
put
sitting
that.
in first. They did try back one their triple greens onto Luka, and Luka is still in second place with their own set of triple greens. So right now, Yeo really can't do much to Luka, but Luka has to figure out a way to contest because realistically,
That's too high.
Yeo
Okay, they
has
are better on the
2
rails than I am.
defenses to work with.
On the wall, sorry.
Anyway, as you can see, Luka going into the final lap right now. He's still holding up a top spot right behind Yeo. And then I don't know who's behind
Frustrating having
them
a
because
coin
they are
behind
in a
us,
good
not gonna lie
distance from
there.
the rest of the pack. Look
Yeah,
at he's keeping the tight turns.
They are gone right now in this top 2. So for them being in this top 2 situation, it's literally just been a battle of lines between the two of them.
Away from them,
Ooh, that almost scared me, but
tried the low banana shot.
luckily,
I thought he was going to
Luka
snipe
was
himself with
able.
the banana. That was going to scare me.
Oh,
I'm not
did
close
he
enough.
get
I should have
enough?
used that.
No, he didn't
must
have
have
enough
made
space. He almost
that.
got hit. Luckily,
Good race, sir.
he
Good race.
foresaw the banana ahead of him.
That's a tight
Was
one.
able to avoid it, maintain second again behind Yeo. Look at the distance they had against the rest of the pack. It was just pretty much 2 front runners
You didn't get
off in
bomb
their
off.
own game, playing
Yeah, I
their
should've bet
own
on
Mario Kart, where everyone
Those
else was
points on
stuck in
me.
your grandma's Mario Kart.
Right. Those 2, they were gone. They were just battling out against each other. But again, Mean Green was able to get into that top 3 situation. But Yeo, like, again, as I said, the consistency is key with Yeo. Yeo has
Run away
been
from the rest, yeah.
consistently in those top spots. And look at them. They're in first place right now at 78 points, with Luka sitting in second with 70 points. So that's where you do start seeing, like, now those players are going to start breaking out more and more. Like, again, consistency is a factor, but it is a marathon as well. Like, with this being 24 races, like, anything can happen. But right now, Yeo is definitely one of the players.
Airship Fortress is the next track we are going to, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, and we're gonna
Let's see if we can prove your words correct. If someone drafted behind someone else on the railing.
I mean, we're watching Dave's POV, so we gotta see if he goes for it. So, you know.
Oh, we can
let's
watch
see.
someone else if he doesn't do it.
And
What do you
he
expect to get me
does
here?
not. Nope, don't worry about it, buddy. All right, Dave is going to be sitting in 7th place, 6th place right now with a red shell right behind the Wiggler bot, and Yeo is going to be in 5th now. Dave is going to run out the Wiggler, and Dave is now going to be sitting with 4 Shrooms to work with in 8th place.
And for Shrooms, again, Shrooms are not bad. They are pretty powerful in this game if used correctly. Dave drifting in the wrong direction, trying to counter drift back to the right direction. He's hitting too much wall here.
Get off the wall!
Why is he jumping? He's going backwards. I'm glad we got this on camera to prove that we still can learn. We can still learn.
I'm not saying anything.
You just did with those few words. You said more than you thought you would have, and I am all here for it. I'm just more loud and vocal.
Alright, we got
Down in 17th place. I can't tell where everyone else is at. We got star power, maybe a shock. I hope a shock from Dave at least. That way. Oh, the nice thing about shocks too, since I wanted to bring this up, and again he's drifting in the wrong direction. Again, and he got squished. I'm starting to get a little lost for words because I was talking about shock. It only shocks the people in front of you. It does not shock the people behind you. So the people behind you can still bombard you with items depending on your placement and where you activate the shock. So if you're in first place with it, you're not going to hit anyone at all. But if you're in last place, you're obviously going to hit every single player. But if you're in 16th place, 17th through 24th ain't going to take any type of damage. Or everyone above 16th will. Just in case anyone hasn't understood that yet.
that is true. Dave is just only getting nothing but shrooms right now. It's not really going to do much in this situation because you can see the other players already.
Is that Mean Green you got first? Whoever's the Daisy player?
I think it was Mean Green.
Or was that Greymar?
I'm going to assume it was Mean Green.
We'll see what happens. Now that we finalize the races and all the leaderboards should be popping up.
And there we go. It
Mean Green,
is
yes,
Mean
yes.
Green. Mean Green getting that first place, which should, again, put them in the better contention into that top three situation. Yeo right now has 85, Ukulele at 80, and then Mean Green was at 73. So this is where, again, like, you still have enough time to catch up. That was an unfortunate race for Dave. Drifted and got stuck onto the wall. Can't really do much about it.
Hey, you should go DK Spaceport if I can make a suggestion.
Why
Totally
you
do
making
it.
a suggestion?
Because I like DK Spaceport personally.
Well, he did.
He
pick
didn't
the
have.
sport.
Well, he's coming from there too.
Yeah, but that's nothing. That is literally that is the complete opposite.
Well, he doesn't even get his course anyway. He gets Shy Guy Bazaar.
And we're gonna go to the 3-lap Shy Guy Bazaar, ladies and gentlemen. And again, it is very close still with Greymar, Mean Green, Ukulele, and Yeo. Right now, Yeo being 12 points above Mean Green and Greymar. So it's still very doable for Mean Green and Greymar to pull off an upset. Dave is actually going to take the bottom half. We did see a couple of people go onto the ceiling by using the pole that you're able to ride on. So they're going to actually have essentially the time trial line. And now they're going to be in first, and looks like it is who's Baby Mario? Was it
Yeo?
Oh, yep. Yeo is going to be in first right now, going with the time trial lines. Ukulele is going to be sitting in third place.
Oh, watch out for that golden shell. And now blue shell is going after Yeo. Does Yeo have anything to stop it? Looks like no. And I think they took the line too, so now they're going to be respawned back on the track and lose a few spots.
They actually still landed on the ceiling when the blue shell happened, so they are
lucky.
very
Wow.
Yeo right now is going to be sitting still in first place. Cole is going to be in second. So right now, like, Dave is battling this King Boo. The King Boo bot will not get off of Dave's bumper, and now Dave is just going to have to try to shroom up just a little bit, create some distance. And sitting in this fourth place with one shroom, he's going to chain it into the item set, and hopefully he can get a very good item, but it looks like he just gets the bomb, which the bombs are not the same as they were in 8 Deluxe. But I honestly, I don't mind how the bombs are.
Another blue going after Yeo. Yeo's already got a good distance ahead of the rest of the pack.
Yeah, Yeo can definitely take this blue shell. They're not going to lose any positions off of that. we do have the shock in place, so that actually helps out Yu-Gi-Oh even better. So Dave right now is still in 4th place. Going into this last set, battling with Todd for 4th. I said Todd with Con. Dave is going to shroom through. Oh, it
Not
looks
gonna
like
shroom past Con.
Con used his shrooms properly and got through the cut, so looks like Con will be getting that 4th place. Yeo will be getting 1st in that lobby, with Cole getting 2nd in the Mario Bot, bro. That Mario Bot was cooking. He stayed in that top 3.
He's at 6th place right now. Time with the King Boo Bot.
Hey, someone signed that Mario Bot. You know, we need him for our team.
It looks like we're in Blue Cinema in lobby number 2. Nerds in the lead right now. Use the coin item to get 2 more coins. 2 more extra coins to increase his top speed. Remember, the maximum number of coins is now 20. Banana was stolen by the Boo, or the Ghost, however we want to call it, even though the official term is Boo. Try not to get that confused with Blue. Another set of coins. Fires that off. Now up to 18. Dragging that green on the final lap. Going to be making his turn. Is he going to back the green at the line against Bowsy? No,
I'll take that
no.
first.
Well, be a little bit more friendly with it. Look at that, shaking its butt in front of the camera. The disrespect that Nabbit has.
Hey, it's fine. Nabbit's our boy. Nabbit is our boy, ladies and gentlemen.
Not until they add Roy as a Bowser Jr. alt skin.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good that we
I
don't
think
have
actually
any
Fallen
of the
still beating me
Koopa
because the first
Links.
race.
I'm gonna be real. What have the Koopa?
By the way, Jules, Bowsy.
Real talk.
is
What have the
winning
Koopa
right now.
Links done in the past
Bowsy?
10 years?
Didn't they get added into
They
the
weren't
Mario Bros.
Odyssey.
games?
They weren't Odyssey. Literally, Bowser Jr. fucking carries the Koopa Links. I'm just saying, the Koopa Links are not. I don't think they're really that prevalent in this generation for Mario. Like, if it was before 2015, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, like go ahead, like it's the Koopa Links, like why not? But if we're talking now, I don't know.
Sky High Sunday is going to be the next course that we have been chosen for in lobby number 2. Right now, you can see the results. It looks like Bowsy is currently in the lead with 97 points, and Nerd is close behind with 86, with Fallen not that far off by a point difference from Nerd.
Yep. And it looks like we got Nerds going to be starting off, and it's funny because this is our second time seeing Sky High Sunday, but in a different lobby this time. Nerd.
Watch, we're going to see Rainbow Road 2 more times.
Yes.
No.
We will, just for you.
All right, Nerd right now is sitting in this first place situation with that Nana for defense. Really good position. They are trying to create enough space as they can from Naomi second place. They are doing this wall ride, taking this really big cut that helps out. And now Nerd still doesn't have enough space because it does look like second, third place. They're also very consistent on this track too.
I'm trying to pay attention to the minimap and see if anything's going to be popping up or if I can take an educated guess of a blue or even a shock, but I think the map of the pack is a little too close for that to even happen.
Yep, and we got Grumpy sitting in first place right now with triple green, so Nerd really can't do anything to take him out. Obviously, if the blue shell the shock will come into play, so unfortunately, if someone was holding a blue, they're not holding a blue anymore, and now Nerd has to see if they get a red, but they don't. They do get the shroom.
Hey, I'll take a shroom. Shrooms have been really useful in this game. We said it multiple times. They're powerful.
Oh, I tried to get away
that
with that too.
green. What a shot. What a shot.
That was a shot by, I think it was Bowsy who had those triple greens, so.
But Bowsy was in fourth, so who was in third?
I mean, they still could have threw one because they had two greens left, so.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Oh no, the banana.
The banana. But it's okay. Nerd is going to be in fifth. Unfortunately, since the shock already happened, it's not gonna dodge another shock. Now he is gonna have to take this wall ride. Hopefully, he can gain
Oh, I
the
thought he
spots.
fell off for a second just because of how close he was to the edge of that wall.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nerd will be getting that 4th place. It does look like Grumpy did drop a couple positions, so they didn't get first.
All right, someday I'm bringing out a track
Like
to
we
pick.
thought. It is going to be Fallen first, Bowsy in second, and then Grumpy
Jules.
in
The
third.
fallen soldier. That's who he is. Keeping up with Bowsy for sure. He's definitely needs that
Ooh,
first place to
Grumpy
get
won
closer
20,
to the point total. Let's see what's the next track that they might pick.
Yeah, they're going to be picking. I'm gonna say they're gonna pick
DK Spaceport back at lobby number 1 here.
I can't think of track names right now.
Salty Beach.
That's not a. It's Salty Speedway 1. I was saying there we go. They're gonna pick Faraway Oasis. Gosh.
Got Desert
Aw.
Oasis. Oh.
All right, Dave does fall off, and it's now going to be sitting in this 9th place situation, ladies and gentlemen. And again, DK Spaceport is a 6-section track. It's not laps; it's sections. The sections are pretty much just the straightaways that you see. Which it's actually funny that the cop community complains about the straight lines in the intermission tracks, but it's like, guys, DK Spaceport is literally a track, and it's literally the same concept, just hold shrooms until the end. It just
You know what's funny is like when you play this track as an intermission, they don't have it as the 6 or 7 sectionals. They have it as 5 sectionals, depending on the course you pick to get to this course.
Well, even then, you're still able to do majority of the sections.
No, you're doing all the sections regardless, but for whatever reason, one is eliminated for one reason or another.
I think it's just because of the beginning. Like, that's really it. Because how you start on this track, it doesn't make sense to you.
Oh, the shroom should not have been used there. It should have been used on the grass cut or the off-road, whatever you want to call it. I would have been able to help Dave secure like a spot or 2 up.
And Dave is going to have to get this 10th place. No,
Why'd you hit the feet? King Julian said not to touch the feet.
All right. Well, it is going to be Dave sitting in that 12th position, hitting the leg of the Mecha DK. So it's going to drop him. Yeo was able to get first, and Lukalele was able to get second on that race. So honestly, again, shouts to those. Oh my freaking god! Shouts to those two for holding it down and getting their spots.
I was so confused of where you were going with this for a second.
I was totally not looking at something else, and I was like, oh wait, I am not looking at the right thing right now.
We got Peach Beach, I think we got Warrior Stadium, Dino Jungle, Mario Bros Circuit, Acorn Heights, Toad's Factory, and Mario Bros Circuit again.
All right, and we're going to go to Wario Stadium. Now, I personally, I love this remaster that they did of the N64 version. I think it looks very, very crisp. But also, I also love like the wall riding mechanics with this track. That is actually faster than the normal one. So I think that's like my favorite part about the track. I'm gonna be real.
No, this is a fun reimagining of the 64 rendition of that track.
Yes, sir. We need more like remixes, like good remixes, because 8 Deluxe had a couple.
I'm telling you, could have had Wario's Coliseum in 8 Deluxe with the anti-grav. It would have worked, but never happened. To this day, I will continue to say that on my deathbed.
Well, have fun on your deathbed.
I will. And you will hear about it.
No, because I won't be by your deathbed.
No, you'll hear about it in the afterlife. Dave with the back read against him. It's followed by shot.
Ooh, that
Can I
was
say,
just-
I love how when Luigi throws the red or the blue shell, he like chucks it.
Hey, you gotta chuck something, right?
I love it.
At least the blue shell specifically for every character is thrown a lot differently versus like everyone else or every other item.
I think so too. I haven't really spent the time to look at every single animation in this game because
Yeah.
there's a lot. But right now, we got Mr. Luigi, aka Mr. Dave, sitting in the 16th spot. Yo is breaking away in that first place situation.
Where are you going?
Well,
I'm so lost.
look, we don't talk about it.
I do.
Well,
How else
that's,
do I get better?
I mean, fair.
There's
I
a
lost
blue
words,
shell going after Yo, but I think Yo is stopping to let someone else take it.
Yeah, Yo did stop. They saw that blue shell on a mini map from a mile away and said, "Hey, you know what? You can take it." It's going to be Cole who does get hit by the blue shell. Lukalele is going to be sitting in his first place, and looks like Lukalele is getting first, and it's going to be, I think it's not Greymark, the Mean Green. Mean Green was able to get second place, so good job to them. And then there we go, we get Dave crossing the finish line in that 12th place position. Again, you have seen it already, like this mid pack is a little bit crazy, but that's to be expected with 24 players right now. So honestly, Dave got to find a way to get out of this mid pack situation and be able to go back into the
Looks
top.
like we're in Shy Guy Bazaar in lobby number 2. I don't know if they played it before or not. I don't think they have. I know we have at least once.
Yeah,
It's like hard to keep track of like who played what when we're playing 24 courses per lobby.
That's true. Especially if you're not counting the routes, there's 32 tracks in the game. So
Yep.
but with Nerd can't
Was he trying to get on like that rail or something?
He did, but he tried it too late. If I'm being real. Nerd is going to be in 4th right now behind Grumpy and Bowsy, and gets redded after dropping his nana. That is super unfortunate. And the blue shell does connect. Fallen is going to be moving up into that 4th place position. They do have a ring as well, so they can take out Nerd if they really want to.
I thought for a second I saw Nerd and Fallen both fall off.
My bro, they got the skills to pay the bills. What can I say?
Falling off. It's in the name.
Grumpy right now is going to be sitting in that 1st place position. Grumpy opts to not go for the time trial line. I mean, they're in 1st by a good portion, but they could have just been really so much. Yeah, I get that. Wanting to play it safe, but also. Ooh, Fallen taking out Nerd with the triple greens, and now Fallen is going to be sitting in 2nd.
No, the jump didn't activate for Nerd. That's why he didn't make it.
Ooh, you hate to see it.
Oh, the triple greens versus triple banana Beyblade battle. We let it rip, and we found out Wario technically won it because he didn't lose a spot.
Oh, wait. Did the blue actually screw over Grumpy?
I don't think so.
I think it did. Okay, no, it didn't.
Oh.
Okay, no, Grumpy literally got blued on the line. I saw someone pass him on the minimap where the finish line was, but I'm assuming Grumpy got flipped into the line. For the blue.
Okay, that makes sense. Grumpy's response. Oh, but this was 5 minutes ago, so let's talk about the previous track. Worst track in the game. Keep, I hate racing it. Trying to see anyone else say anything about this. No, not really. All right, let's see where's the next track we're gonna go, folks.
Oh, you know where we're gonna go.
They're going to the Cow Farms.
It's the farm. Of course, they're gonna be cows on it. Gosh.
Look at Rainbow Road. It is an option.
Yeah.
Why? Why are we here?
It was
Just
not
suffer.
Far away.
But it's okay. Way Oasis. Yay.
Oh, look at the points total. Bowser with 131, and then you have Fallen 118, and then Nerd of 113, and then I forgot who it was, but they were underneath. I believe Bowser at 109.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on Faraway Oasis right here. Nerd is going to be hopping into the third place position with Amanda, trying to trail out Fallen, hopefully, and it looks like they are going to get bumped wide, so now they're just still sitting in this third place. Hopefully, they can hop onto this rail. They do. And now let's see the magic right here. He flips too much to the right, and it's not going to be able to hop back onto the separate rail.
Well, he would have made it if he had the magic school bus with the frizz, but no, didn't make it.
I might need you to explain that one, Chief.
Why not?
What you mean by that? What do you mean?
The magic school bus can fly anywhere. It could have floated onto that rail, so that way Nerd could have been able to take that cut. He didn't have the school bus with him.
You think the Frizz is going to fly him on top of the rail? No, she's going to fly him into the rail.
I'm not going to lie, I thought the blue was going to hit Nerd for a second in midair. That would have been a really unfortunate thing. Fallen, now taking advantage of the blue in the lead. There's the jump from the water, in and back up on track. There's the trick. Onto the railing here. Trying to get back on the main course, but stuck on the rail.
I mean, it still works out because Nerd has it now.
It still works out, gets dragged. I had an idea of what you were going to say, but it got ruined by the time Lulu came by.
My god, Lulu is...
Bowser taking names.
This is just actually insane. Nerd is getting super carded right now and pulls a blooper in 6th place. You love seeing the blooper come back.
You gotta be careful, that spot will destroy you.
All because of that ending to lap 2 happened. Fallen has a really big lead.
This is the setup.
There is a blue shell right now, but Fallen was able to dodge a blue, so Fallen is actually going to be able to get this first place. Now it's a battle between Nerd and Filu right now. And I want to say this.
Yoshi took him down with the triple bananas. No! I can't wait to see the angry comments on Discord right now. And he got passed with the last second too by King.
What are these bots on? But shout outs to Fallen getting that first place, having that big breakaway.
Not the Fallen Soldier this time. I believe Nerd takes that accolade.
Oh my gosh. So Fallen now.
The Yoshi CPU needs to die. That's what Bowsy says.
Hey, look.
I don't like being tied for third.
The Yoshi CPU, he just balled.
Grumpy has an excuse. Have you seen this excuse? Not me having to go pee caused me a race. Okay.
What is going on? You alright there?
That's their excuse. Let's go, Peach Stadium. I want it. I need it. Let's go. Pick it. They won't.
I was going Cass.
Nerd really wants Cow Farms from the Moo Moo Meadows.
Honestly, like all I'm gonna say is the Yoshi bot is low key better than some of these racers right now. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a betting man,
What is this, down the jungle right here?
Yep, it was. Ukulele got fourth on lobby number 1 in Dino
Oh
Dino.
man,
Double.
Keo is just running away, almost with a 30-point lead.
Yep. From what I know, it is roughly halfway point now, so we do still have a lot more races to go, ladies and gentlemen. And then after that, we're gonna go into knockout tour with all 15 competitors in the same lobby.
Let's go.
There you go. They are choosing the next track right now. It looks like Acorn Heights is Ukulele's pick. Then we have DK Pass, Mario Bros Circuit, Wario Shipyard, I believe, and then Whistle Stop. And then the Salty Spittoon.
Wait a minute. That's all right.
I'm glad someone said it.
Oh, Mario Circuit.
I may be ignoring you, but I'm still listening.
So we're going from Shy Guy Bazaar to the Mario Bros Circuit.
Yeah, first is pulling away big time.
Yep. And honestly, I wish we were going into Shy Guy Bazaar backwards, because I love that you're able to drive through the castle.
Just be careful of the streets, man. These cars, they go against you. You can lose coins as if you took damage.
Well, that's your fault.
Interesting strategy, Con. Getting these items. At least got the star in the background. I wonder if he'll use it to take one of these cuts later.
Yep, Ukulele having this set of items this early and still being 20th, it's gonna chain it into that item set and now gets
That's a
golden
lot of
behind
open
it
space on the left he can use to cut off some of that track.
He
down the
can, but also at the same time, he's waiting until they get a little bit closer first before he starts making his move. Because right now, like, you're in a really good spot. You're getting close to the beginning of the actual track, and now look at him. He is gonna be in top spots right now. He's in the top 3 situation. It is looking like Cole right now is sitting in that first place. Yo is going to be sitting in second. So is he actually going to use the shrimp?
Oh,
he misses the rail.
A little bit more to the left, he would have had it. Oh, that was close on the hammers. He almost got Yo. And he almost getting hammered himself. Hammer Bros really decided to up their game with those item blocks.
I love that the hammer is the item now. It is such a fun item.
And it even lingers once it's on the track too. That can still damage you.
Yeah, even though the linger isn't like long, but it is still a pretty good linger. Cole does look like he was able to destroy the blue shell with a horn, so he was able to secure first place. Ukulele getting third place, Yeo getting second, but also anyone that looked at his webcam when he threw that first hammer, I made the same face. I was like, oh, I thought you hit Yeo. I guess not. It's still peer connection with Mario Kart.
Looks like someone in the other lobby is trying to pick Peach's Stadium, and they're trying to let the audience know it's a repick if it does get selected.
Oh, did Peach Stadium already happen?
Looks like it did. I don't know if that meant intermission course or not.
That is true.
Because technically that would be the other way it can be selected, but we'll have to wait and see as we are now moving on. We are leaving the Moo Moo Meadows.
All right, and we're going to moo with Nerd in first place right now, battling his arch nemesis, the Yoshi Bot. Is he able to surpass with a hat? Yoshi Bot with the top hat. Can you believe it right now? Nerd is still in this top 2 positions. This Yoshi Bot, again, I am saying they low-key might be a pro. They probably
That's
just
a
like
pro Yoshi.
Hey, like the Yoshi just vibing. All right, it's the Yoshi gang out here. I ain't talking about the team. Nerd right now in this first place. Hopefully, they know that you can't dodge a blue with that item, so it's actually better just use that so you could.
I think it was
create
just trying to
some
take a
space.
quick shortcut path through the grass. I don't think it was really intended for the blue, but they do have double defense though, so there is
I
some
can't do anything
security
with the
here.
behind me.
Right, but also in this situation, do you decide to back one of the people that's behind you, or do you just keep?
I need to
Because
take some of
there's
this
been
out.
times that Philo is literally right in his line of sight.
Yes,
Should've
and
slowed down.
speaking of Phil, it was right there in once again his line of sight, just backwards.
And I'm like, and even if you miss, if they somehow have a rush,
Oh!
you have a second defense for that reason. So it's like,
That's
oh,
bad.
well, never mind. All right, cool. So now he only has one defense to work with. We are going to go.
The blue's already been summoned. I probably would have held on to the coins, so that way I still would have had the green.
Jumping.
I'm not sure if that was the move, but maybe he just wants to get a new item.
I mean, seeing the fact that there was no item set between that situation, I think it still worked out because no one else had any items to hit him.
Thankfully, but it was a blue, it wasn't a shock, so we didn't know if second had anything to attack with. But you are correct in this manner.
All right, so now
Oh,
Nerd
the
is,
fat green, that connected.
and there we go. And I said, hey, he has opportunities, but now he has a feather, so definitely it's not the worst item, but it's not
Welcome to
the best
DK
item.
Pass, everyone.
Yes, sir. And Fallen missing the long boomerang shot was not able to hit Nerd. Nerd is now going to be sitting in this first place situation. It's going to use the feather to
Nice.
take the cut, which you could do without the feather. So, kind of curious if that was
Felt more
necessarily
secured
worth
with
it.
the feather than without it, in my opinion.
Probably. Fallen is dropping down some, so I mean, it worked out for Nerd. Nerd was able to
Why
create a
is there a
really
charge
big
coming
gap
out?
between first and second. So honestly, this is Nerd's race to lose. Bowsy is going to be sitting in second place right now, but if third or fourth gets shrooms, honestly, Bowsy could be losing two
I think
off this
that's
turn.
I think that's Draymar and Yiyo battling out in fourth,
Oh,
if
we
I'm
still
not
Acorn Heights,
mistaken,
I can
or
pick two.
third.
Wrong lobby.
Oh, wrong lobby. Right.
I was like, this is lobby 2, buddy.
It's ironic because they play those characters.
They do. So it's going to be Nerd, Bowsy, Fallen in that top 3. It's going to be Bowsy, Fallen, Nerd in the top
Fallen,
3
give me
overall.
that third. That's what he wants. Just said, give me it. Ooh, looks like we're in Bowser's Castle. No, wait, no, the next race. They were just there.
I missed the BC. The
Oh, we're going to
BC.
Boo Cinema? That's another BC.
I mean, they might be.
Let's see. We are going to end up in DK Pass. Why not?
Let's go.
We just left DK Pass in Lobby 2 to go back to DK Pass in Lobby 1.
There we go.
But this time we get all 3 laps. So, haha.
Yeah, I'm hearing Bowsy's. In playing 24 races makes you forget what you've already done and what you haven't. I guess Fallen took it upon himself to be like, yeah, this is what we did. Kept notes.
Flying.
Could be
All
too.
right, we got Dave right now sitting in this 5th place position. He's gonna try to get the draft. Does get the drive ultimately, and also uses the shroom as well. Also, the one thing I love about the ghost now, it makes the items invisible as well, so people can't just hit your items while you're ghosted, and then you lose that item. No, it stays invisible while you're ghost. So I like that. I like that with the ghost now. Alright, Dave right now has his triple shrooms to make his way through this cut at the end. It's going to be sitting in this 4th place position. There was a horn from Kiyu Miyo right now. They are going to be sitting in that 2nd place position. Dave does have an ice fire. It's going to I can't even say fire out, ice out Yu-Gi-Oh! So now Dave is still sitting in third place because of their player being able to take a cut. It is going to be a shock, a very early shock, but this is actually good for Dave because shock him right into his set.
And right now he's holding on. I do like the environment as you see, like Luigi is now like he's got some snow on him because he's cold, he's freezing.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the small things I
Oh.
noticed. Ooh, that's super unfortunate for Dave running into the triple reds from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to be taking that third place.
I
But
have to be right back. I have to answer the call.
oh, you are all good, buddy. And it looks like Dave got hit by hammers. So now Dave is going to be sitting down in the 6th place position right now. Trying to chill, catch up. But again, in this top 5 situation, the top 3 is broken away from 4th and 5th. That is a Mario bot sitting in 4th. Can Dave get a good item to pull off something in the end? Does get triple streams to work with. So this can actually be huge for the final cut, and it does look like Dave is going to be able to take it nice and safely, get this 4th place, and then backs the 2 bots at the end.
Hey, they deserve
We
it.
love it. With how they've been playing, low-key, you're right. They do deserve getting hit by those triple grades, and it will be Cole getting 1st place, Yu-Gi-Oh! 2nd, and then Mean Green getting 3rd.
Look at that, Luigi. He's just having a good time. You see that hand? He's just waving them left and right. He's just having a blast. He's just happy to be there.
Hey, guy, I'll be
Mario
happy to
baby.
be here, yeah.
And look at that. One more time. 202 is first place, followed by 170, 165, 162, 157, and then 127.
Ideally, want to get second.
So you gotta do something about Yu-Gi-Oh, guys, if you want to win. And you still have the knockdown tour right after.
That's true. We can't be forgetting about the knockout, but then with everyone being in that lobby, when we go to the knockout, I think it is going to be a little bit closer. I don't think
So
Yu-Gi-Oh!
there
is
is,
gonna be-
because I did see on the
They said you can
website
pick it, and it's
that
leading
it
now,
depends on
so-
placement that you get a score bonus.
Yes. So literally is the score bonus added to your points. that
Whatever
you
your
got in
score
round
is
1.
here, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because it looks like first place gets a 20% boost in what their overall score, whatever they got here. Even if they did get first place in round 1, if they get first place in round 2, that's a 20% boost.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
See that
Just
battle.
making sure I understood that correctly.
And I'm not gonna
Yeah,
try
what makes it fun is that
and
you don't know who wins until we announce it, so.
You don't know. I don't know. They don't know. But someone will know. And it'll probably be the computer.
Thank you, Rose. Good night. I hope you have a nice
Yeah,
sleep.
going down that big
sweet
water.
dreams.
Honestly, that's a nice,
And,
that's a nice, like,
see you next week.
visual.
What's some
Going
more
down
fun?
like that big waterfall from the
We've
sky.
got intermission here. It's crazy.
And then
Yeah,
look,
I love falling from I said Acorn from Great Block Ruins. That's why I said wrong track.
hey, I said a wrong track. You said a wrong track. There's good people on both sides.
Hold the phone.
What is going on? What was bagging
What's the
here?
Coin.
Oh, he's vibing.
You know, just hanging
Oh,
around.
it didn't like it, did it?
Look, they picked the intermission.
Oh wow! The bullet ends right as he enters the item boxes and was able to pick up another item. What a lucky pull for that!
Yeah, but it gives him a gold shell, a coin shell. We don't need it.
Rubbish.
Hey,
We
it can
would've been
still hurt.
fine
It can
without
still do some damage if you're in the middle of the track.
No, we're fine without the coin shell.
It's a bit more like it.
See, now this is the item pull. Give the golden
No,
shell.
this is
Oh,
cinema.
okay.
Hey, he got shocked
Works
right
for me.
before the
Now,
box.
this
was
is
able to
pod
pick it up.
racing.
Okay, Anakin, calm down.
I'm surprised you didn't go there yourself.
I thought about it for a second, but if this is, I feel like that would connect a little bit more with 8 Deluxe. Than it
We're
does
literally
here.
racing.
Anti-grav. Well, anti-grav.
Yeah, so we're still racing though.
You don't have anti-gravity in World.
No, but
ladies and
Anyway.
gentlemen, I'm not getting into that argument.
I want you to get in that argument.
You're
No,
entitled,
I'm
Monty,
good
you're entitled
because
to your opinion, but you suffer from the notable disadvantage of being completely wrong.
Like, if nothing
Unlike
happens
you, I at
here,
least know what
then
Paris
these
is.
items are
A
perfectly
promenade.
good. You know what? Let's try and get
Yu right now is in first
that's even
place.
better.
Ukulele is still going to be sitting in the second place position, not
I gotta get them over
necessarily
now, all I
getting
can
any
just
items to
over.
take out Yu. Yu might just have a free win right here at the end, and it
Well,
is
there
going
is
to be
one more set of
Yu.
item boxes, so unless Ukulele can pull some,
Oh my
Yo's
God,
pretty much
seriously?
secured it.
It is going to
Last pull
be,
was a blooper.
yeah,
God.
Yu is going to get first.
I'll
Ukulele
take a second
getting
now.
that second
First is too
place
far
right
ahead
there.
anyway. I just got to gain
All
ground
right,
in the
they had
playground.
top two pretty much in the bag. I'm surprised nothing was going to hit out Ukulele because they had no defense for any items that could have gone their way, like a red or anything of the sort. But still, top two, Rio, Ukulele's good spot. But
All right.
people got to
Straight
figure
behind the
out,
table.
like, if you want to win, you got to take down Yu because they are literally having a free run. And it looks like Mario Circuit just finished in lobby number 2. I like how people are crying about the boomerang. I'm like, bro, you had the boomerang in 8DX. Like, what's the problem at this point? It's just worse because you have a bigger, like, target, I guess, with more players to hit. Mario Bros. Circuit, Toad's Factory, Peach's Stadium. And then Mario Bros. Circuit with 2 randoms.
Excuse me.
Mario Bros. Circuit.
Yes, sir. We're going Mario Bros. Circuit. We're going to the 3-lap function of Mario Bros. Circuit. And Nerd right now is battling Fallen Filu and Bowsy for that top 4 situation with Filu Bowsy being first.
Yeah, Bowser had the most points, yeah. Here we go, the standard Mario Bros. Circuit. The very first track of the game if you choose the Mushroom Cup to start off.
And it's funny, it teaches you the road grind very early on.
I always
But-
viewed like the first cup as just like the basics of like to understand like what's in this game. And then every cup afterwards, that's where it becomes like, all right, put your knowledge to the test.
Hey, shouts to Dean for playing Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch. You know, I forgot that game exists on the Switch. I'm gonna be real.
And there's a
I'm
Switch
curi-
2 edition too, but I
I
don't
was
know if
just about
there's
to say,
really
I'm
any
cu-
difference.
I'm curious if there was an update with Fortnite to make
No,
it
there's
run
a
better on
separate
the Switch
download,
2.
and it's specifically like for the Switch 2, apparently.
Oh, it's a separate download. Oh,
It's a separate
okay.
download. I don't even think it's an update. I think it's literally a separate download because they have it listed separately because there's 2 Fortnite listings for it.
Then then technically is an update. It would be a patch to make it run better on the Switch 2.
I guess. I don't know.
It's probably
maybe.
just like, you know, taking better advantage of the hardware.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna download to figure it out because I really
I
don't care
mean,
for
I
Fortnite.
know you're not. You don't play games.
I play games. I don't play Fortnite.
You don't
Like-
play any games.
All right, you tell me that next time you come over to my house and you literally watch me play F-Zero GX on the GameCube emulator.
Ooh,
Emulator.
yes, a
Trigger.
Nintendo.
Yeah, the
a
Nintendo Switch
game.
Online emulator.
Oh.
A Nintendo game, Bonnie. A Nintendo game.
Hey, just be like PlayStation, Xbox, and be a hater because we have fun.
All right. Well, at least Nerd right now is going to be chilling in this first place situation. Use that feather at a really awkward time, but
I think he
Nerd
just
is
wanted
still-
a new set of items entirely. Because I do that at times, even though I probably shouldn't.
Well, Nerd is going to get that first place right there on the Mario Bros. Circuit, and it will be Nerd.
Bowser complaining he really hates the CPUs. Yeah, CPUs have definitely gotten a lot harder in this game compared to 8DX. They are definitely more of a challenge. I can agree with that. It is they come for blood. They have came for blood.
Look, I'm going to be real. If complaining about CPUs I do have to say skill issue. I like. Do I agree that the CPUs are harder? Yes, but if you expect them to stay easy on hard settings, then it is 100% a skill issue. Because low key, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe her CPUs were easy. Like they did not play like they were hard. They played like they were easy. So the fact that the hard CPUs actually play like hard CPUs, I'd rather have that over 8
Which one
Deluxe
is this
CPU.
one?
This is Desert Oasis.
Desert Hills. Okay. I knew the word desert was in the name. I just didn't remember what the second word was that followed it.
All right, Nerd is only 10 points down against Bowsy, and this is race 18.
I might not be here for the knockout tour. Just FYI to commentate that.
Oh, why you do
You
this?
monster.
Because I have family that brought me stuff because they were out for a hot minute.
Which, speaking of which, when might I go to your house tonight?
You can tell me to come right after this because I don't know if they'll be cooking the meal like afterwards if my dad's grilling. I know my dad's gonna grill. I don't know when, but you can probably come over after all this is done.
We'll see. Because let me know when they're actually gonna grill. Then
I'll let you know. I'll send you a text. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nerd leading the pack, still in first.
Yep. I mean, this track is notoriously a bagging track, so if we do have any other players bagging this, they could easily make the come up. Nerd is going to get redded out, and honestly, I love that the Reds, they hit you from above when you go off the ramp. I think that was like...
It's better than having it skip from being under you in like select courses, like Donkey Kong Jungle and ATX. Let's go backbeat online. Yeah.
Nerd right now is in first. Grumpy is right behind Nerd in that second place situation. Has no items. Oh wait, that's not. Oh no, I was right. Because it's Kingy, then it was. But Bowsy is moving up. I would assume Bowsy did opt to bag this track, and now we do have the blue shell coming out.
Will it
Is
hit in
Nerd going
time?
to cross the line in time? I don't think they are. The blue shell is.
Oh.
Wow, they actually got lucky. That was a scary situation. If you're a Nerd in that situation, you're probably like, please let me cross.
He got lucky with the distance he had, but I feel like the blue shell could have been faster. I don't know, but hey, shout out to the Nerd. He played his cards right and was rewarded for it. No, you're not getting 10K PayPal anymore by Grumpy. What?
Okay. I say anything because apparently
Made a bet or something before the races. All right, look at that. We are selecting the next race. What race are we even on in any of these?
we're going to race 19 now.
I was gonna say just go Koopa Troopa Beach. Why not? Someone did. Someone heard my suggestion before I said it. Let's go. Beach Stadium. That is not a repick. No, it's not. It is not a repick. Because Fallen mentioned earlier that they went from Peach Stadium to Crown City. They didn't.
That is true.
I'll text him if you want to start off with the commentary.
No, I saw the chat, so I was like, okay. All right. Well, Nerd is going to be in first place right now with the crown. Also, I love how you keep the crown until you get hit. So honestly, I think that was a great implement. Nerd is sitting in this first. Gonna chain into this double item set. And it's going to have a coin and a green shell right now. Honestly, no one else is really contesting him in this top two situation. Nerd is just vibing and driving on this track. Nerd is going to back the green. Looks like it does connect. It's going to cut over the grass area with the feather.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was the wisest move in that moment, but again, my eyes were on the screen when he did use it. I don't know if he was dodging something else or anything else was happening in that moment, but he is getting hit by these reds. He uses a ghost so he can cut through the grass, and then he gets a red himself to throw at Fallen, who blocks him with the sound horn. Blue shell coming in. Thankfully, the sound horn wasn't activated to stop the red when the blue was near him, so that allowed for Fallen to move up.
That is completely true. Falling. Oh, that was a nasty back. That was a nasty back by Fallen. Fallen is now going to extend their lead in that first place situation. And Nerd's going to have to try to close this gap between him and Fallen, because at this rate, Bowsy is right behind you. You need all the points you can get, and getting a first place over a third place would be so much beneficial, because that's a 5-point spread that you could get.
Right now we're in the final lap. Dude, Nerd just keeps getting redded. Like, my lord, my guy can't get a break. He can't breathe. He needs some milk.
I think at this rate, if you're Nerd in this situation, you're going to have to hold on to these defenses, because everyone is being very aggressive. Instead of throwing the red forward, he's going to back it, which, I mean, makes sense. Because again, like, the person you're competing against is Bowsy. Bowsy is literally in this third place situation, but they're first overall in points. So Nerd's going to back the hammers. It does look like it connects, and now they have triple red. So
at this point, just play defensively. Play defensively. Like, your opponent's already past the line. Just protect your lead.
Yep, there's no point of backing any of those reds. And now, finally, Nerd will be getting second. Fallen got first, which that was huge. And Bowsy dropped down to fifth. So that's, what, a 3-point? That is a 3-point swing.
Okay, Bowsy tried to say that they went from Mario Circuit to Peaches Stadium, but there are other intermissions that can end up at Peaches Stadium, though. So how's that work? Only one intermission entirely?
Look, that's for them to figure out.
That's why I'm asking the guy who is our producer.
No, because it's a different intermission.
Okay, I'll let him know. Like, you can have it.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, because it's not a repick if they end at the same place.
Alright, so you can have a different intermission that ends in the same course and won't be counted as a repick. If it was the same. Rainbow Road, once again, for like the 4th time now.
Like I said, this is an experimental tournament, so it's,
Alright. Definitely were some, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board after all this. Anyway, Nerd here in the lead right now, starting us off on Rainbow Road for the 4th time. You see it here today from both lobbies. So I don't think we can see Rainbow Road anymore after this.
No, this is the 3rd time.
third, yeah.
Third?
This is on the 3rd. Lobby 1 did both Rainbow Roads. This is literally the only Rainbow Road Lobby 2 has done.
This is gonna have to be my last race, and then I gotta unfortunately leave. I apologize. Meanwhile, right now we have the sound horn here from Nerd. He's gotta be careful. There was a red coming by, but if he activates the sound horn early, and if it wasn't coming for him, he just leaves himself vulnerable.
That is completely true, Mr. Vonnie. And there we go. Shock does come out, and it is going to be rough the shock. And Fallen is now going to be in second because of the speed boost item. I said speed boost item. The speed boost panel. Fallen sitting in the 2nd place right now. And again, Fallen is also battling Nerd as well. Like, they are in that position where they need to also get better spots right now if they want to win. their lobby. Bowsy right now is the guy to beat overall. Grumpy, Filu, and Fallen and Nerd, they all have opportunity to do some damage. And does look like Bowsy is going to drop down into the 6th place position. But again, still very early on. It's only the second section so far.
Oh, the back banana from Fallen to Nerd.
That is just actually insanity right there. Good play by Fallen. They called out that Nerd was going to go right into that specific line.
Bowsy was the bomb, but something hit it.
Yep, Bowsy is going to be in 6th still. It is going to be Nerd in this 4th place right now with.
Look how long it takes for the rest to even hit.
Well,
Red skipped?
It skipped because he got hit. It literally only skipped because he got hit. So now in this situation, you're gonna have to spam your ice flower. He gets hit by the trail red. So Nerd who was in the top 4 situation is getting all the way back, having to face against Bowsy again and again. This is the person that you need to take out if
Let's
you
go
want.
versus Alpha on Mario Kart World.
And right now, as you can see, like, this is just that 5th and 6th battle. The green shell almost hitting Nerd. Nerd was able to move to the right in order to dodge it, and now they're going into the 4th and final section of Rainbow Road, and we should almost be done with this tracks and like another glider section.
Look, honestly, I've never seen the back of that train before due to like placement, so like that is kind of cool to me that there was like a blimp that said Rainbow Road on it.
I'm like, I love that they had a train, but I'm also still confused that they keep like having stuff say MKTV, but where's MKTV? Why
And the
has
replays when
anyone
you
thought
say the
about
replay.
that? There's no.
Are you
MKTV
questioning the wisdom and
until-
perfection of Nintendo Incorporated?
Am I the only one who understands the complexities of the cinematic masterpiece?
All right. Fallen drops out to what Nerd has, which is a interesting play, say the least. I would have just kept
I
going.
think he's just defending himself at this point. Like I don't think he plans to try to take out first at this moment.
Well, even then, I'm just like, you had defense as well. You know, like if I'm falling, I would have just kept going.
And here we go, Nerd securing 2nd place, like a Chad. And they're going dry bones burnout, and unfortunately, I will have to dip.
You suck.
Unfortunate.
It's alright. Thanks for coming by.
No problem. Have fun, dry bone dunes. Have fun with Paris Promenade. Yes, I'm leaving with that.
You did not just say Paris Promenade.
He will never accept it. It's okay.
Well, I mean, like, you gotta accept it. All right, but we're on dry bones burnout, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Dave is going to be sitting in the 3rd place position, right behind Gigo in 2nd. They're going to fall down into the bottom section, but it's slightly okay because, I mean, luckily didn't fall into lava, so still able to, drive on the track, still keep your speed. But unfortunately, their stream did get ghosted. Dave is going to be in 4th, heading into the 2nd lap right now. Cole going to be able to take the wall right. Actually, all the top 3 took the wall right. Dave's not necessarily knowing the strategy with some of the tricks, not going to be able to take it, but does get nanned at the boxes. So they're going to drop down to 5th. Khan is going to be able to take over, going to 4th place. But Dave is up the horn. And I think that's also where, like, not being able to see someone holding a horn sucks sometimes. But Dave will get shocked, but they were on glider, so they still have full momentum. And the double item boxes hopefully gives... Nope, never mind. Alright. It gives the gold coin. That's fine. I said the gold coin. Oh my god, the coin shell, not gold coin. The coins are already golden. What am I...
I think you're losing it.
High Loki might be losing it right now. Dave is in this 14th position. I want to say it's going to be Cole in first. Ooh, that is unfortunate for Dave. But you can see that top two on the mini map slightly breaking away right now and how close they are. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to be the ending. But I do feel like Ego has shrooms for the ending cut, and if they do, then honestly they're just going to be able to pass.
What? Go.
Just keep going. There you go. And Dave's going to have to hop into the Mega Shroom. 16th, I don't think they're going to gain a spot off of this, and Dave would be finishing 16th. And I want to say that was... no, that's not me green. Khan got first, Yeo got second. Yeo pretty much already got first overall in this lobby. Cole, Lukalele, and Mean Green, I mean, they're still fighting for second place, so anything can happen. Wee! Alright, looks like we're gonna go to the intermission to Peach Stadium. Oh, okay. Yep. This is still Dave's lobby. I got confused because it went to a black screen. I didn't see that you fell into lava. But we're going to Crown City. Oh, nope, never mind. We're going to Nerd. We're going to someone at this rate.
I think that might be their last race coming up.
I think they said it was 22.
Ah, okay.
I think. Maybe. They're still... Still trying to figure out what truck we're going to go for them. And we're going Crown City. Let's go. Oh, it's an intermission from DK Spaceport to Crown City. Yep, they have 2 races left. Alright, right now Nerd is going to be in first right now on this intermission track, dealing with the purple Yoshi all over again, getting bananaed out. So can't really do much in that situation because, like, again, it's first item set. They're just going to employ items. I typically try to stay away from opponents after that first item set, just only because of the fact that anyone can pull triple items and just drag you out. And it Nerd right now is getting slightly carded, but they're able to shrimp through the cut to get some speed back, and now they're going to be sitting in this third place position. They do run out first place, which was Kingy, and now we do have the blue shell coming hit Nerd, and now Fallen is going to be in first, and with Bowsy being that third place position. Ooh, oh my god. Okay, this lobby... lobby 2 is pretty...
Pretty what?
Pretty spammy, and there we go. The shock does come out into play for this lobby with Nerd. Nerd right now is in third, right behind Fallen. Fallen's going to be in first. They took out Bowsy with their triple greens. Bowsy is going to be sitting in second. Nerd and third place. And this is where, like, if you're nerd, you have to be able to place better than Bowsy. It does look like Bowsy right now still going to be in the second place position. Bowsy does get hit by the Goomba, and they horn out Fallen and Nerd. So now Bowsy is going to be sitting in first, and they're going right into the ending. And yeah, no, I think this is going to be a win for Bowsy. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, everyone is going into their last race. So we shall see what will happen. And right now it is going to be Bowsy in first overall. And we're going back over to Dave's lobby. All right. All right, Dave is going to try getting into his truck, you know. All right, he's in the truck. He's going crazy. Yes, I know this is free roam, but we got the giant truck in the game, guys. And we're going from Dandelion to Koopa Trooper Beach for...
No, this is
Wait, this isn't Dandelion. This is Whistle Top to Koopa Trooper Beach. Yeah. All right, Dave is going to be sitting in this third place position at the start of this race. Yeo is going to be in second overall. Dave gets that draft and hops into first place. And now Cole, being that ghost very early on, put them into that first place situation. And they get green because of it, because of Dave bumping them. So honestly, good play by Dave. Dave right now is going to have to get an item, battling Yeo, battling this Mario bot. This is the final race for lobby number 1. And right now, the Mario bot is going to be in first, but Dave does have defense to work with right now. Oh, but the triple res from Yeo forced Dave to slow down, but also the blue shell was... The blue shell hit Dave in his path, so that is a little bit unfortunate for Dave. But Dave is going to be sitting in this 8th place position with triple shrooms, and there's the red shell from Khan. Khan does red Dave. Dave drops down into that 12th place position, and then the giant Cheep Cheep comes in, takes out a lap.
Yeah, everybody.
Alright, there we go. Dave sitting in 17th with a bill. It's got a bill up now. Is car going to stop right now? It does. It stops as soon as he gets into 8th place. And we get the shock dog coming in for Dave. And now Dave is all the way back into the top 4 situation. Go ahead, pops the Kamek and goes into the Ghost. And now has a bomb to work with. But oh, it connects on the back of the red shell, but again, Dave is sitting in 5th place and getting a Mario Karted by everyone else. And now this is where you start to see everyone start showing up, because especially this is going to be a very short lap. So now you do kind of have to see every player make their ways up, including all the bots. And you just see all the chaos unfolding right now. Dave is going to go into the off-road. There's like 3 boomerangs flying for no reason. And it's going to be Dave getting into 14th. That ending is so brutal. It's so brutal, guys. God, that hurts. But Yeo will be getting first place in this lobby. And Cole gets second. And then Luca-Laley will get 3rd place in the lobby. So there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, so that is the end of that is the end of round 1. And we're gonna head into round 2 very soon. That was Lobby 1 finishing their 24 races. So And luckily, Knockout Tour being one tour, it is very
Hold
quick.
on, I'm adding us in here. One sec. Okay, my webcam doesn't want to work right now. So.
All right. Nope, you're fine. All right, so we just finished lobby number 1, round 1, and we're gonna get those scores from both lobbies. Then we're gonna make a whole brand new lobby. It's gonna have every single player in that lobby. We're gonna do Knockout Tour, and luckily, Knockout Tour, we're only doing one tour, and with Knockout, you have to get to each checkpoint in a certain position in order to keep moving on. If you don't, you are knocked out. That's why it's called Knockout Tour. Haha. But also, like, even if you make it all the way to the end, it takes roughly about 10 to 12 minutes. So it's a very short, but it's fun. A lot of things happen in that. Like, again, we saw a lot of craziness happen, especially in that last race that we saw in lobby number 1, where it's the going to Koopa Beach from Whistle Top and just Dave dodging the shock, but then going to actual Koopa Trooper Beach itself. Unfortunately, just so much chaos happens on that track because of how short and how small it is. And it's just like, yeah, well, if you don't really have like power items to move through the track,
There you go.
you're going to get punished. And here we go. Here are the scores from lobby number 1. We have Yo with 310, Cole with 251 in second, Luca Laley with 243 in third, Raymar 238 fourth, Mean Green 234 fifth, Khan 199 sixth, and then Dave with 175 in seventh place. That is going to round out lobby number 1 for their scores. And again, this isn't the full final scores because based on how they do in Knockout Tour, they will get a percentage based on their position to their score. So first place is Yo. So if Yo were to somehow get first place in Knockout Tour, that's a 20% that gets added to it. So they will get 62 points added to it. So that will make their score a total of 372. So there's a lot to work for. Obviously, when you're in that 300-point spread, you have a lot to potentially gain because you have more points than anyone else. But also at the same time, knowing that everyone else just raced against you in that lobby specifically, they're going to make sure that they're like, well, I can't let you get first because if you get first, you pretty much win. And realistically, you can't even let them get top 4 because I don't think there's any other player in the 300s. Who knows? We'll see from lobby number 2 once we have those scores, which I'm assuming they're working on those scores.
They're sending them to me ASAP, theoretically.
All right, and we are gonna go into the second round. I'm excited. Again, it's Knockout Tour. Knockout Tour has been fun when I play it. Although, like, there's no circuit tracks until all the way at the end of the Knockout Tour. But with excuse me. With Knockout Tour is pretty much going to be the intermission rally tracks that's going to be happening for every single section until we get to the final section where it does the one lap of one of the circuit tracks wherever it ends. So it's going to be very interesting to see what goes on with everyone and then see how things will play out because, again, it is straight lines in a sense, but there's multiple obstacles you have to avoid, whether it be the cars or the enemies that are driving on the track. Obviously, like, you're gonna have people bagging for power items trying to move up all the way at the end, and then you're also going to see people who will probably get carted right before that checkpoint, and then next thing you know, they're not making it to the next race. So definitely going to be very convenient, interesting to see what goes on with everything else. And yeah, excuse me. But yeah, looks like Lobby 2 has their scores. So they're gonna be getting those scores posted for.
Here they come.
Gotta show you guys the score of what they look like very soon, guys. Just hold on. But how's everyone doing? Are you guys doing good? Are you guys having a good time? What's been your vibe with Mario Kart World so far? How you been playing it? If you haven't been playing it, then what's like the one thing that you're looking forward to the most as a viewer if you haven't been able to play the game yet? Me personally, I think the one thing I'm looking forward to the most with this game is just seeing how groundbreaking you can be. I say groundbreaking, how game-breaking you can be with some of these strats with the wheel rides and the wall rides, because I'm like, I think there's a lot of different possibilities. And here we go. Here are the scores for lobby number 2. We have Nerd in first at 273. Bowsy in second with 265. Bilu in third with 257. Fallen with 251 in fourth. Grumpy with 199 in fifth. King Guy with 189 and sixth. That will round out lobby number 2. And as I said, Neo is the only player out of both lobbies with 300 plus points. So they have the most points that they can gain. Let me phrase that. They have the opportunity to gain the most amount of points based on the percentages. So now, knowing that, like if you're someone from lobby 2 or even lobby 1, you're going to put that in consideration and make sure that Neo doesn't get into the top 4 situation, because if they do, then they're just going to essentially win. It's look like it's going to be a knockout tour, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and get it started. And it looks like we got to pick any of the knockout tub. All right, we got the Heart Tour. We got a lot of randoms. We got the Golden, we got the Acorn Cup, and we got the Blue Shell Cup. And it looks like we're gonna go to the Golden Cup, which I actually don't remember, but we're gonna end at Acorn Heights Falls. Acorn Falls. Yeah, that's the track name. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Sorry, did I interrupt you there?
No, you're fine. no, I was like taking a breather. We're gonna have Dave starting off at first, but he is gonna troll back just a little bit. Gonna be having a coin box item, getting 9 coins, so this is actually gonna be really good. It's very easy to get 20 coins in this mode as well, because of the items and just how long. And then when people get hit out, like, you just pick up all their coins that they drop. We do see the triple greens coming in, and what I say is going to be Grumpy with those triple greens. And now Dave is going to be shrooming up, and that is a bot in first. That is backing all those reds. That's actually nutty. Dave is now going to be in first. Drops the bomb. It does explode on people, but not on the people directly behind him. And now everyone is going to be starting to move up. But this is also where hopefully we don't see any of our actual players get knocked out. That shot might have just ruined a couple players' spots. We're going to have Grumpy in first. Han is going to finish second, and then Yigo is also up there in third. So now the Mega Shroom coming in from Yigo. That's actually huge with Yugo. Use that at the perfect opportunity. And again, now they got to finish 16th or better to move on. Dave right now is on the 16th right now, moving to 14th, so it is a little bit risky, but also at the same time, when you're chilling in the back, especially this early on, you could just pull the power items you need, which you see that Dave, he has the golden to work with. There's not really any cuts right now, but Dave is going to shroom up early. This is the item set, which I hope is not going to cost him for down the line. We do see the blue shell finally coming out again, and it is going to connect onto first. Actually, no, first dodge the blue shell. It looks like, or was it Bowsy? I said Bowsy. I think it was Grumpy who got hit. We shall see. Bowsy is going to be sitting in the 6th place position. He gets greened by Dave. Dave is now going to be sitting at 5th. And now you do see that Mega Shroom right behind Dave. I'm actually kind of curious who it was. Dave is going to shroom through the cut, and there you go. You see Neo already in the top 3 situation. And this is where I said, like, yeah, hey, if you see Neo, like, you're going to have to probably take them out. If you don't take them out, they're just going to run away. And then we do have the shock again coming out. And again, everyone got shocked right before boxes, so I don't think it really did that much. Dave is going to be in 3rd with a feather. And right now, ooh, that was a dangerous green shell, but Dave is not going to get knocked out. Dave is going to be able to go into the top 8, so they made it past the cutoff. And again, we had 13 people total in this tournament, so right now, if no one's gotten eliminated yet, we're guaranteed at least one person to be eliminated. And we do have that ostrich spot right now, currently in the top spots with these guys. Filu is going to be sitting in 4th. But again, this is also where you're going to see people like Grumpy, who's going to start using their golden to move up. Dave is going to be sitting in 6th with the single shroom, and is going to have to try to make sure they're not getting hit. They're going to shroom through, chain their item set, and now they're going to pull 4 shrooms and runs right into Kingy, who pulled triple greens, and Dave's going to be cutting all the way through. This cut does lose some speed because didn't have enough shrooms, and we do have the callus on to the field right now because of the Kamek item, and Yigo right now sitting in this 1st place situation. Oh, Dave almost pouring that blue on accident, but Dave is now going to be sitting in 3rd. Neo does get hit by the blue, and they get hit by the golden shell, and it looks like Bowsy is going to be the first one eliminated. So Bowsy is out, and looks like we have all our players still in, and this is where you're going to see the more competitiveness comes in. We're not going to really have any bots anymore. And right now, Dave pulls a really good pull right now, but he also has to keep this in mind. The people behind him, they are going to dodge, and now Dave hits a car. You know, that's okay. That's part of the strategy. You know, we run into the cars here. Oh, we ran into it again. Oh, it's going downhill. All right, there we go. Okay, Dave is in 10th. He's on that chopping block right now. Being in 10th place, you don't want to be in 10th in a situation because you got to be 8th or higher. He's going to have to go up all the way, and he is. And Dave is now going to be sitting in this top 4 situation, which this is actually huge for Dave. If he could maintain this spot, then he is going to do wonders right now in the 4th. And right now, Dave, seeing Fallen's going to pass him and get ready by Dave. Ooh, that fire actually broke one of Dave's defenses. I think Dave pulled another red shell. Dave is in 8th place. He has to finish strong on this section. This is the last turn into it. Oh, Dave might be getting knocked out. Oh, can he save himself?
Nope.
I don't think he can. There's no item set for this cart right here.
Damn.
And unfortunately, Dave is going to be knocked out. That's going to be the second player to be knocked out. I'm curious who are the other two. And it should, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it does spectate on first place.
Yeah.
It does. So we will be able to see them. So now we get to see people like Cole right now, who's currently still in first place right now. And again, Yeo is still battling Cole for this top spot. But this is also where I'm like, is it a little bit too late to take out Yeo? Because if Yeo gets into that top 4, I'm pretty sure they just win no matter what. So Cole's going to have to try to do whatever they can to see if they can hold on to this lead, but also make sure that everyone else is taking out Yeo. And now Yeo streaming up, which this is not what you want to see. This is not the person you want in the top spots right now, and especially they're going into the final section very soon. As soon as they get past this section with the vines, you're going to see the starting line into the final section. Yeo does dodge the blue with the shroom, so that is huge, but they have triple defense. Oh, yep. Yeo makes it into the top 4. I want to say this is GG's. Them having that triple defense right now in first, no one's really going to be able to contest that. They are going to block 3 red.
I got him.
Oh, he didn't block the last red. He didn't block the last red. So now it's going to be Luca sitting in first place with a bomb. I'm curious if they're going to go for the miss. They're actually not. They're going to play it safe. They have a horn in first. But again, if someone else had Shrooms or even had the audacity to take the miss, they would be in first. But Luca gonna
Flag.
they bring it up. We love our Kart flag on the thing, but there we go. Luca will be getting first place in the knockout tour. So there we go. We have our results. It's gonna be Luca in 1, Yeo in 2, Cole in 3, and Grumpy in 4. That was our top 4. And then, but again, I think Yeo getting into that top 4 situation, I think that.
Well, we're about to find out here, hopefully.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Because correct me if I'm wrong, because that, what, Yeo getting second, that's 19% of their score that they got in round 1. So.
Hold the phone.
I'm like, I'm holding. I'm holding, Dave. I don't know what you want me to do. Oh.
Yeah, Fallen just put the score he thought he got, and that's not how that works. But
I mean, it might be right. You might be right.
it might, maybe we'll see.
I'm like, hey, look. All I'm gonna say is might be right, but 19. I think it was 19% of 310 for you.
We'll get there. Hold on. Hold your phone. Hold the phone.
I am holding my phone.
Do better.
I'm doing mental math right now, buddy.
Well,
Look.
Well, you're trying too hard. Come on.
But am I actually though? I'm really not.
I think you are.
Trying hard enough.
I think you are.
I mean, like, all I'm gonna say is, if what I think it is, man, I think.
All right. Are you ready?
All right, we do have the scores, and I feel like I'm right.
Hold on.
You wanna just hold on, guys. We're having I don't want to say technical difficulties, but
I think I know why.
But yeah, no, I think all these players played extremely well. And again, knockout tour is very quick. I think it's fun. Especially seeing how well everyone progresses and what's everyone like game plan and strategy in each section. So it's always interesting to see like, okay, hey, are they gonna bag? Are they just gonna front run? Are they just gonna, try dodge shocks and just go from there? Like, there's a lot of different strategies to do with knockout tour that I don't think really gets talked about because everyone's just like, oh, all you gotta do is bag and win. I'm like, I've won multiple knockout tours just front running. So I'm like,
All right, you ready?
I don't know. Yep, I'm ready. We got the scores coming up, and I was right.
Yes.
All right, there we go. We have Yeo getting first place overall with 369 points. There we go. Congratulations, Yeo. And then Nerd in second place overall with 311. Cole in third with 296. Luca-Laylee, although he got first in the knockout tour, unfortunately, not enough points was needed. They only got fourth place with 292. Fallen with 291 in fifth. Bowsy in sixth with 289. Filu in seventh with 283. Mean Green with 271 in eighth. Greymar 269 in ninth. Grumpy 233 in 10th. Khan 229 and 11, and then Kingy, I was gonna say King Guy, Kingy
yeah.
with 214 and 12. But again, shout outs to Yeo. It was a dominant performance that they had in their round one lobby, and it helped in round two for them getting to the top four. So that was huge. But now also shouts to everyone else for playing. Nerd getting that second place, Cole getting that third place, and Luca-Laylee, I was hoping he would have gotten at least third place, but we'll take a 292. We'll take a fourth place, so congratulations, everyone. And hey, that was our first PlayX World Open. And mind you, again, it's not going to be on a format of what's going to happen. Like, there's definitely a lot of things testing out, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And who knows? We'll see on what will happen with more Mario Kart World tournaments happening across the next couple months throughout everywhere. And then also, and I swear I might get this date wrong, but I'm not going to get this date wrong because I have it pulled up. In 2 weeks, you're going to have a LAN tournament in New England. It's going to be their Summer Cup. It's going to be Mario Kart World, and it's going to be July 19th. So if you are in the New England area and you are excited for a LAN, we have that coming up. And it's hosted by Dave, who runs the PEX tournament. So definitely do go out, have fun, play in that LAN, and have a good time. Because again, like the Mario Kart World, we're just beginning. Like obviously, the game just came out, but you're going to have all these tournaments start popping up now because all the TOs, including myself, Dave, Ike, Squishy, Danny, all the TOs that usually run LANs. We're all going to be testing out different formats to see what works and whatnot. But obviously, there's going to be some formats that works really well in a local setting. But there's going to be some formats that works better in a major regional setting. So do keep that in mind. We're going to always be testing, try and make sure we can give you guys the best experience as possible. But again, thank you guys for all coming out today for playing in the first PlayX Mario Kart World Tournament. And we're going to have a lot more coming for you guys. And congratulations to Yeo for winning the bracket. Definitely appreciate you for coming out here and just dominating your number lobby. So yeah, appreciate it. Honestly, Dave, you got any words, anything you want to shout out?
Well, I just want to say thanks to everyone for coming out today. This is our first Mario Kart World Tournament. I think it was pretty fun. People enjoyed it. I want to say that we had players from 5 countries competing today, which is awesome. We had US, Canada, France, UK, what's the 5th one? Not Mexico.
Netherlands?
Not Mexico. What is it? Hold please. Chile. Yio is from Chile.
Oh, you're talking about yeah, my bad. I was
Yeah,
like,
so- Yeah, so that's awesome that we had so many new players today, which is awesome. Hope they'll be back. Mario Kart League Season 9 is going to happen. Don't have dates for it yet, but it'll probably be late summer, maybe September-ish. We'll see, so stay tuned for that. But Season 9 is coming with this new game. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks at 1UP Games in Plainville, Mass. I believe Knight will be there on the mic. Bowsy will be definitely on the mic. And Sam, so Abdenon will be returning again on the mic as well. So definitely tune in for that. Other than that, I'll let you close it out.
Yep. All right. And thank you, Dave, for that. And again, definitely continue to be on the lookout for PlayX for more events, whether it be wins or whether it be online tournaments. Like, for a fact, Dave has a lot that he wants to do for you guys, and he consistently appreciate every single one of you guys competing in any of the events, or even just watching the events if you are a Twitch viewer. We do appreciate you for coming in. Like, you do help out a lot. But until then, I'm Mega J Keezy. He's not here. Bonnie was here. Dave, our producer, appreciate you guys, and see you on the next time. And make sure, hey, if you're not wall riding, you're not driving. Hey, see you next time.